There is a question for Dr. John.
Yeah.
Dr. John, what is your thoughts on dry dispersions as the powder-based paints? What kind of dispersive systems and resins are dominating now?
I'm going to say I'm not very familiar with powder-based paints, but I'm assuming that the pigments and the resins are dispersed together and then spray dried. If that is the case, then these types of pigment dispersants can be used. The products I mentioned today are supplied as a solution in water, so these are liquid additives. If you're making a liquid coating and spray drying that, then these could be used. Absorbing these onto a dry powder I think will probably be a little bit difficult. But I'm going to say I'm not completely sure about the production process of the type of powder coating that the powder paint that you're talking about.
Okay.
Mr. Miles has already answered it online and the chat itself to the person. The question was, are there any biocides used in the paint? If yes, then what kind of biocides are preferred? So so he has answered it in chat and also in the Shopcut platform where the event is live. He has answered this question. There is another question, sir. In corrosive coating, does zinc pyrethrin has applications?
Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, zinc parathion is used in anti-foulings together with copper parathion. Both are very effective as biocides for fouling in ships. They have a reasonably short half-life, which is important with environmental conditions these days. And they're very effective. So yeah, they're being used, but not for the anti-corrosive components at all, but for that part on anti-foulings.
So any questions for the panelists? Ms. Sanjay sir to...
Yeah, I am having one question to Mr. John, Dr. John. What is the exact difference between the D963 and 962? When it will be, because in the presentation I found that 962 is better version compared to 960. So how it is different from 962 from 960?
So the 960 is specifically for carbon black. So the chemical functionality of D962 is tuned specifically to give very, very good absorption onto carbon black. The surface of carbon black is very, very different to most of other types of pigments. And in D962 again, the functional groups that are used to absorb or bind the dispersing agent to the surface of the pigments is different. So although the polymer architecture is very similar, the actual type and distribution of functionality in the products is different. D960 doesn't work very well. Doesn't work as well as D962 with the other pigments, but for carbon black, which is generally viewed as a special case, and it's very, very effective.
Okay. So it is specific to the particular pigmentation.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Any other question from the audience? So one small question to Javier, though he will laugh at me because I should not ask him the questions anyway. The question was that, Javier, I would like to thank for your presentation, but there are bigger challenges in that high temperature area. So do you have any solution where the temperature resistance does not mean the corrosion resistance in the maintenance sector? So that is a big challenge to take care of the corrosion as well as the temperature resistance. What is your take on that? To take care of the temperature resistance as well as heat resistance property on the manually clean surface?
No, that has been a very big challenge which all technologists in all paint companies have been working on, because those two properties cannot go together, right? When you have the high temperature and this, but yes, there has been the amount of work that is being worked on to find solution where you have coatings to be applied on manually clean surface, right?
Correct.
All high temperature coatings have to be applied.
Hello. There is network issue, I think. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. There is network issue, I believe.
Yeah. So event is live. So should we conclude the session today?
Yeah, we can conclude the session. In case there is no more questions, we can conclude. Thanks a lot. All the three speakers has well presented. Thanks a lot to Miles for your fabulous presentation on tank lining. Dr. John beautifully presented for the dispersing agent and the wetting agent. And of course, our Javier has done the Atmanirbhar Bharat, how that maintenance paint and the new technology, new innovation and polymer based fluoro paints. He has talked about that. It is well covered. And any other question, any doubt, anything you would like to know, we are always available on the platform. So you can write a mail to Mr. Sudhanshu Nagar and we can revert to you on that.
And
Thank you very much.
one more is that I would like to conclude that tomorrow at 1 p.m. we have the session 3 and session 4. We have also from the user industry, from ONGC, from GAIL, they are presenting in the surface engineering. So one can view the live conference at chemtechie.com where one has to register. And right now we are starting with the EPC conference where Subramanian Sharma and the Secretary Chemical is also there. So Chemtechie, once registers, then join it. And we are refining also happening now. Thanks everybody, and we'd like to conclude this session. Thanks for all the time of all the panelists and the speakers. Thank you, Batra sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you.